Okay, so let's get started. Welcome back to the Crown of the Oathbreaker as we launch into another adventure around Aglaron and the city of Oathbreaker. Why don't we have a quick summary? Who am I going to pick on? I'm going to pick on Adai. So Adai, why don't you regale us with what happened last session?
Okay, so we rescue the lost stranger from not the manticore as we thought, but from a spider that was capturing both her and the manticore. It was a risky move because there was a big fire and it was basically a time bomb for us to solve the issue, which finally worked it out. Went back to the small village without getting much payment from them or any other reward. And from there, we decided to come back to be on time for the chef competition. Before we arrived to the chef competition, some of us wanted to do some small things, and that include including Vandur, trying to sell parts of the manticore and the spider to the Emporium, no? What has called this
The Emporium of Marvelous Rarities.
Emporium of Marvelous Rarities, yes. After that, we went to the inn and discovered that there was a lack of personnel for organizing this event, and decided that we will help. And as such, Bon was selected for guarding the entrance. Because I knew the princess will come, I decided to guard the back part of the place. And Vandur and Creation is settled for playing bards and entertaining the place. The princess came and chaos was resulting from that. Which was further invigorated by the two chefs screwing each other, especially this other chef, the competing one, who was spoiling the soup and so on. So there was some infight between the chefs, and then with this additional background of the princess demanding crazy things, this ended up into a really complicated situation in which a soldier was meant to be cooked as part of the meal, and Bon was ordered to chop it, and this led to a big discussion between Vandur and myself to not let Bon to do that crazy and outrageous thing. Luckily, Osa was with me on that, and that helped the situation to defuse the situation. Now, when we were having these crazy discussions, we didn't pay attention that the poor Cazri was in a discussion with a man, which we met before, which is Gorso, I think is his name, and that Gareth Gorso. And without many people realizing, Gareth decided at some point to drag her outside of the place without Bandur or Increation doing anything, and the poor Born was not told to do something in that situation, so he fulfilled his duty. And unfortunately, Cazri was lost in the hands of Gareth, who presumably brought her to his mansion, but we don't know that for sure. We have some hints from the direction. I believe this is the most important. Those are the most important points.
Yep, very good. Excellent summary. Okay, so while we're waiting, Vandur, you're here. We're taking Cazri off to see from her perspective what happens.
So, yeah, I'm here.
Cool. So Cazri, if you'd kindly join me in voice channel 2, we can pick up from there. Okay. Just 1 second. All right, so as you know, Cazri, due to Bone being kept on watch and not really given specific instructions, being the very obedient person he is, he let Gareth in, and Gareth talked to you for a little bit. We didn't roleplay that out too much because you weren't here, but he effectively grabbed your hand. We made some opposing strength checks, and he dragged you out onto the streets of Oathbreaker. Due to the complicated situations with princesses there and her shouting at people and making demands, no one came after you. So as Gareth has got you by the hands and he's dragging you down the street, he gives a quick kind of whistle, and 4 other people you actually recognize from the place where you come from. I don't want to say it out loud just in case someone watches the stream back, but I assume you know the place I'm talking about, Cazri?
Yeah.
Okay, so he grabs your hand. These thug-type characters start dragging you and say, "Oh, Cazri, why did you run and hide from me?"
Because I don't want to go with you.
Ah, but family comes first in this situation, does it not?
No, it doesn't. Not even a little bit.
Oh, but your father blessed our engagement. I agreed to it, and you ran. Why did you run? Am I that much of a monster, really?
Well, I don't agree to it, and I feel like that's a very important part here that you're skipping over.
Well, let me just put it this way. The will of your father outweighs the will of yourself, Cazri. I mean, you know, the force of personality he is. So he's agreed on your behalf.
I'm good, though. Like, I feel like everyone would be better off if we didn't get married and we just kind of let this go.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean...
But like, why? Why do you care so much?
We are cousins, are we not? And that's... close as, shall we say, as socially acceptable to be married. You know, cousins look down upon a little bit, but... No, the plus side, let's just say our offspring will be of pure blood. And that is a good thing for the family. Oh, no, it's not gross. We're cousins. People do this all the time as cousins.
I mean, that's fair, but I don't want anything to do with you or our family. I would like to go live my own life in peace, and I just don't understand why that is so unacceptable to you.
I don't understand it. I mean, just by being born of the Gorso bloodline, you are blessed with remarkable abilities, as am I might say. And once again, our offspring will be powerful indeed. So we will get married this evening, Cazri. We'll return to
This evening?
This evening, yes. I just need to arrange a priest, get some witnesses. I will say yes. Your father will say yes in his absence, and we will be married this evening.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make it that easy. This isn't gonna be the way that things happen.
Well,
I'm gonna attempt. This is probably not, but I'm gonna attempt to shocking grasp.
Okay.
Holy shit. Okay.
There you go. Oh, Cazri. This is why we need children to, amplify our powers. Anyway, you do want to come with me, and we will get married. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, Cazri, at advantage, as he attempts to charm you? You see him casting a spell, and you think maybe this isn't such a bad idea getting married. He raises some interesting points, but then your common sense kicks in and you resist it. Oh, Cazri. Okay, if you want, we will do this the hard way. And he starts dragging you towards Gorso Manor.
Well, that's horrific. I can try my best, but I'm really bad at these.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give him advantage since he's got his thugs with him. Let me just bring up his stats. Oops.
I mean, assuming he is just dragging me through actual streets, can I like scream and holler for help?
You can. Let's sort this out first. So he's actually got a -1 to his strength as well. So I'm going to roll this just out in the open. So he's got a -1 to these rolls. Yeah, with advantage. Okay, so... Yep, you just try... you try and drag yourself away, but his men and himself are just too strong. You continue to get dragged away. And you start hollering and screaming?
Yeah, please help. I'm being kidnapped against my will.
So as you're right in the noble district, which is where the clash of the chefs happen, and it's not actually that far to Gorso Manor from here, you start hollering. And some royal guards come over who are like the specific guards of this area. They're like very serious, not like the average kind of grunt. They take their jobs very seriously because they're paid very well. And one of them comes over and says, what's going on here, miss? Some type of...
I'm being taken against my will by my own family at that, and I would like to be set free.
Oh, this is a family matter, my good sir. I think it's best if you just leave this between us two. You can make a persuasion check if you like, Cazri. Ooh, 21. He's going to make a persuasion check too. He's got a +4 to his. So we'll roll this. Oh! I get the natural one. Look, I'm sorry, sir. The young lady really doesn't want to come with you. I think it's best if you let her go. And he says,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, but just doing our job, miss. Oh, guys, we don't need to come to such an arrangement. Can't we all just get along? And he's going to cast Charm Person on the guard. DC 14. He has the guards, I'll say, have a flat roll. So he needs a 14 or better on this dice. So it fails. Look, sir, I see what you're trying to do here, using your magical influence on me, but we really must insist. You let the young lady go. I really must insist. This is a family matter. I'm sure you understand family. You have a family, I assume?
I'm gonna yank my arm free from him and go behind the guard.
Oh, you can certainly try. Ooh, he rolls a 7. Oh, no, it's rolling at advantage. Oh, still a 7.
You've got to be shitting.
Oh, my goodness. So you almost slip out, but then one of his guards, one of the thugs who's come along. Look, as I said, this is a family matter. You have a family, do you not, good sir? We have a wife and a new kid on the way. Well, tell you what, you go take care of my family, and I'll take care of your family. As a little donation to get it going. God says, this is not right and proper. Guards are above that type of corruption. Let's just agree to look the other way. And he slips him another 50 gold pieces. And you see that you do know, from being who you are, that the royal guards are very, very hard to bribe. But this is what Gareth's trying now. I'm going to say he accepts the bribe on a roll of 1 to 15. So 16 to 20 is bad news, but 1 to 15 is good news. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Gonna have to let go of the lady. Gareth takes a deep sigh. It's fine. Well, Cazri, you've slipped out of my grasp again, it seems. But trust me, we will meet again very, very soon. And with that, he turns his back to you, Cazri, letting you go, and wanders back into the Gorso mansion.
I'm gonna ask the guards if they're really gonna stand there and just let me be threatened like that.
I did not hear a threat, miss. I mean, we had a disagreement. No threat of violence occurred.
He just said he's not gonna stop trying to take me.
Maybe take this up with the Red Cloaks. I mean, this matter of law is not really our pursuant. So take it up with the Red Cloaks. And just as a side, Adi would have told you that there's literally about 12 Red Cloaks here. And they have the authority to pass laws and enact punishments for laws. So take it up with the Red Cloaks, miss. I mean, matters of laws and punishments, that's very much their domain. And the good thing about them, like myself, I am uncorruptible, so they'll do the right thing. But I really must be getting back to my wife and family now. You know, diapers, clothing is all very expensive.
Understandable.
He looks you in the eye, just waiting patiently.
Here, and I'll give him 2 gold.
Thank you very much, miss, and have a good evening. So, Cazri, you somehow, I don't know how you did it, but you've managed to avoid charm person, you managed to avoid brides, you've managed to avoid the guard being charmed, so fortunate. That's not how I saw it going, but that's the fun of D&D. So, Cazri, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna head back to that restaurant.
Okay, so we're going to switch back to the restaurant, and we'll give him like a little bit of time to talk about the situation, and feel free to enter wherever you feel like, but initially you won't be there. Sound good? Okay, let's go back.
Let's go through.
It's not really a good spell, it's more like a thematic spell. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I see Mount Flesh being posted. That's slightly concerning.
Yeah. We see Cazri rolling a 0.
Well, there were lots of rolls there. I rolled a natural 1 myself. But, yeah, we'll see. So you go, I assume you go back to the Lucky Leap Tavern.
We were thinking on following the lead towards the mansion. That was where we decided to leave it last time.
Okay, well, we'll start in the Lucky Leap Tavern then. Because that's where you guys met up. So, yeah, what are your plans? So this is... remember, the Clash of the Chef ended, and there was an hour left for you guys, in the words of the nobility, to change your clothes in preparation for the upcoming ball. So, Adi, you would know that there's... if this takes more than an hour, it'll be considered impolite, which is the worst thing to do in this type of company. You're expected to be there.
But this is also when I realized that Cazri was lost. So, at the time, probably we were already prepared and just killing time. But now that knowing that Cazri is gone, guys, but if she's gone and she was taken by Gareth, I mean, this guy didn't mean any well. We should go to the mansion to see whether she's doing fine.
Well, I agree with you, Adi. Are you sure you don't want to attend the ball, though?
I want to attend the ball, but this is... we cannot leave her the whole night alone. At least we have to check on her whether she's fine.
I'm gonna fling the doors open.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't need any help. I appreciate it. And I'm just gonna be like dusting myself off.
You're fine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Vander's just gonna give you a bright smile. Oh, I knew it. Oh, no
These
need to worry at
guys-
all.
These guys just... What the hell happened, Cazri?
Well, through no thanks to anyone here. I just simply asked the guards to please help me out. They did their job, but that's not really going to be a long-term thing. Gareth is not going to stop. So I don't know that I want to stay here much longer.
What do you mean by here? In this tavern or in this city?
The city. Are you stupid?
I don't think so, Cazri. I think I'm pretty intelligent, but I'm not gonna brag about myself.
Can you tell us what's going on with this guy? Why he's searching? Why he's looking for you?
He's my cousin.
So far we know this is what he said all the time.
Yeah, he's my cousin. So, that would mean that my name is not Cazri Holden, that it is Cazri Gorzo, and I'm a part of the nobility. It's lovely. Everyone here knows me. It sucks, and I don't want to be here any longer. So basically, my dad decided I should marry my cousin. I decided that I don't want to do that, so I left, and that apparently did not go over very well, as they have sent not only my cousin, but a bunch of his goons after me, and I've lost count at this point, how many times I've had to get away. And I'm starting to get the feeling that it's gonna end in Minor his death before he actually stops. So.
That's very interesting. Is it normal for, well, nobility to marry their family? That sounds kind of weird.
So, tabletop, I do believe that in this time period / setting, that is very normal.
It's normal, but it's considered odd.
Yeah, normal
not a-
for nobility, not normal as in accepted.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Vander's
there's
not
nobilities marrying their cousins. It's like,
Yeah.
ew, those nobilities are weird folks.
Yes.
But
Okay.
the common people wouldn't do it, so it's looked down upon by everybody except nobles. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So, it's normal-ish. It's diet normal.
It's part of the craziness of that. Yeah.
Yeah, Adai gets it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like my family. I don't want to be anything like my family. So I have I've been trying to free myself from them and the name and everything that comes with that.
Well, I can relate definitely with that. I'm really sorry to hear what happened. I was not there. I was in the back. I didn't see what happened. I'm really sorry that we could not help you.
No, if Bone could have smashed, he would have smashed, but no one was allowing him to smash.
Oh, smash.
And I'm just gonna glare at Vander.
Vander is gonna smile back heartily at you, Cazri. Oh, I didn't really want to spoil my investment with Bone in case Garrett took it personal.
And what if I took it
understand.
personal?
Well, Cazri, I haven't really invested a lot of money into you, have I?
I think maybe at some point we
I mean, do you want me to fight Bone? Do you want me to prove that I can fight Bone?
You don't have to do that, Cazri. That seems unnecessary.
Oh, what, for your investment?
Yes,
Well-
that and everything else.
You know what is the most interesting thing about that, Vander? Given that slavery is not allowed in this city, whether you purchase or pay or invest money on someone is worthless in this discussion.
Well, look at it this way. As a friendship that I've invested a lot of time and love into.
Love,
So
yeah,
you
sure.
can compare it to money as well, you know? If my best friend, which I love and adore, something were to happen with that person, I would take that much heavier than someone I don't really know that well. At least not yet.
You don't know Bone either.
Vander's just gonna give you a big smile.
I think he was trying to make a metaphor about something he read in a book, you know. He probably read about friends.
He doesn't know how to read.
Well, I think that's enough chit chat. Don't we have a
Yes.
ball to attend to?
Yes, we should. Well, if this dinner party was a shit show, don't expect the ball to be much different. My suggestion would be stay within the main saloon. If you go to a corridor or something with the princess or with one of these assholes, they can do whatever they want to you.
Cazri.
Very good.
Oh, I even chained the bike up. That's a massive chain
Hi,
you got
Dad.
out there.
It is. This is my dad. Put these
Hi,
on
Dad.
and say hi.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi there!
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Hi. All's going well here.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. Okay, so I'll see you inside.
Yeah. I'll go and sit here and warm up.
Oh, sure. Grab a seat.
Just to make
All right, we have a special guest star tonight today.
Yes, we
Hey.
do.
Nice.
We love Dad.
Vander will look over to Cazri, and he's gonna say, "Well,
Oh,
if you don't really want to
Well.
take too much attention, perhaps I could help you blend in among the crowd if you would like."
Yeah, that'd be appreciated because I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
I might not know too much about either love or friendship, but I do know how to keep a low profile. And I could do my best to help you achieve that as well.
Sounds good. I appreciate that.
How much time do we have? Still an hour?
The best part of an hour, we'll say 45 minutes.
Right. Well, should we finish our drinks and get to it? I'm not really sure how to do this just yet, so I might need to experiment a little bit with you, Cazri.
Sure.
So, Vander's gonna find some clothes that he bought in the first campaign. He spent a little bit of gold on that, and he's gonna use his disguise kit to try to make Cazri. You're currently looking like a wood elf, aren't you?
No. I'm a half drow.
Half drow. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to turn you into. Well, I'm gonna try to turn you into an high elf, I think. So I'm gonna make your skin a little bit lighter, make your hair lighter as well.
Okay, using the disguise
Try
kit.
to disguise you. Yeah. Do you want me to roll deception again?
Your choice, deception or performance.
They're the same.
Oh, okay, so take your pick.
Take my pick. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, excellent. So you use the clothes and you imagine even a wig maybe for Cazri. Maybe that's in your disguise kit. You pale up the skin a
Yeah.
little bit, apply the makeup to in such a subtle way to change the features of your face. On closer inspection, she might appear as a half drow as she is, but you've done an excellent job, and Cazri looks quite different.
Nice. I think I'm gonna try to do the same with Bone. Try to just make him a little bit more likable to the touch to the eye, I guess.
Okay. So same thing, deception. Oh, wow, you're on some good rolls. So, yeah, good, well done. So how does Bone look?
Well, Bone, if I'm gonna take like his picture as a reference, I'm gonna try to make his skin more, well, warm to the touch, I guess. More lifelike, rosy cheeks. Sure, I can I can turn your cheeks very rosy if you'd like, Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Rose.
make it seem like you're actually alive.
Actually alive, wow. Okay, cool. So both Bone and Cazri look remarkably different. Well done.
And for Vander, I'm just gonna turn myself into an high elf as well, actually.
So that's on Adai, did you say? Or that's on yourself?
I can only use it on myself, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
So what's Vander looking like?
He's gonna look like a high elf to
Okay.
go to like accompany Cazri in a way.
Okay. And I assume you dressed both of them and yourself in noble looking clothes as you're going to a noble ball.
Yeah, close fitting for the ball.
Okay. Cool.
And I make myself ready with good clothes. The only thing I don't change is I will wear boots, my normal boots.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so what's the plan? Off to the ball?
Yes.
Okay. As you go to leave, the barkeep who you've met before, this gentleman here, Ricio Tane, he comes up and he says, he actually just sits himself down at the table. He says, all right, you a few things I'd like to point out to you, governors. If you're going to do this type of disguising, perhaps not do it in a public place. But that's all right. I'll make sure these bar patrons are kept here. So just watch out for that. And young Cazri, I believe your name was. I couldn't help but you were dragged away by someone. Is everything all right? Is anything I can help out with?
Everything is good now. I do appreciate you offering your help, but I think it'd probably be safer for you if you did not.
Well, I've had my fair share of adventuring around this area. I know a thing or two about a thing or two, so don't worry about me. But I'm just saying, if you need some help, if you need some, shall we say, inside information, then I'm your man. All right?
All right. Well, do you know if Gareth Gorzo is gonna be here tonight?
At the inn?
Yeah, at the ball. Sorry.
Oh, at the ball. Well, that I couldn't say. I mean, he is a relatively new arrival in town, but he is a Gorso. But I'm not going to assume you take this personal, Cazri, but the Gorsos are unique, I think is going to be the politest way I can describe it.
That's fair.
I mean, if it wasn't for their money, I don't think they'd be invited to these things. They're just a little bit off. I'll leave it at that. I assume you know what I'm talking about.
Eccentric.
Eccentric. There's a good word for it. Eccentric. So, yes, to answer your question, I don't know if he's going to be here at the ball. See, I can tell that everybody except the nobility over here is a little bit green around the gills coming around here. And I've been a green around the gills adventurer myself, so I have some sympathy for you. I know what you're going through. So look, would you like me to make sure that Gareth Gorso doesn't arrive at the ball tonight. And I'm not speaking in double talk here. I'm not saying he's going to meet with an unfortunate accident. I'm just saying I'll make arrangements so he can't actually get to the ball. Will that be beneficial?
Yes, that would be preferable even.
Well, that I can do. But no, I'm doing you guys a favor. And I hope this makes us allies. And if I ask you guys for a favor, at some point I'll expect some type of reciprocity. Sounds fair?
Sounds fair.
Alright. So, yeah, be a bit more careful when you look about disguising yourself. And I gotta ask, why is there a pig in my establishment?
Oh, that's just Audie.
Oh, it's got a name. Well, that's all right then. Why is there a pig in my restaurant?
Friend.
That's Bones' friend.
Well, just so be clear, if it messes up the place, you're responsible for cleaning up after it. Sounds fair?
Oh, more than fair.
All right. I'll make arrangements and, yeah, keep your wits about you. And I'll make sure your friend doesn't make it to the ball. All right. Good night to you, Duchess.
Good night. Well, thank you.
Well, Ori is a very clean little piggy though, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
But I think you definitely cannot bring it to the ball.
Why?
Well, I think the reason for that is Gar will probably try to slay it. Bone will try to kill and probably succeed in killing that Gar and probably 3 or 4 more. And
As you should.
they will eventually kill Bone, and I will point towards you as the person in charge, and they probably will kill you, and probably they will prosecute me for treason. So like around these things could happen. So I suggest that instead of going through all those steps, we just pay someone to keep the pig here for us.
With you throwing all these arguments left and right, Vander is gonna like give you like a very thoughtful think about the situation. I'm not entirely convinced, but it would be bad if Bone and myself died. So sure, let's let Adi stay behind, perhaps.
One of the waitresses comes up and says, "Hi, I can't help it over here. This is my job. Hi, I'm Hala. Is this your pig? I can take care of your pig."
And
Interesting. Why would you like to take care of Adi though?
Because he's so cute. Look, he already likes me. And you see Otti almost reflexively backing off from her. Otti doesn't appear to be entirely comfortable. It might be just because this is all new to him, in a certain sense. Come on, you
Hello.
tell you what, you put 3 gold pieces on my bar tab, and I'll take the best possible care of your little piggy that I can. How does that sound?
fancy.
3 gold pieces.
Oh, 2
Lot
gold
of money,
pieces.
though.
2 gold pieces. That'll keep me well. Shall we say lubricated for this evening? That's a lot of flasks of ale. 2 gold pieces.
What do you think, Bone? Would you say that Adi is worth 2 gold pieces?
Pig. Friend.
Well, I guess there you have it, Hala. Vander is just gonna lean into Hala and he's gonna grab her hand and he's gonna put 3 gold pieces in her hand and close it up again.
All right. Come with me, little guy. She accepts the gold pieces, obviously, and she takes Otti with her. And she just takes him to a corner of the bar and she sits him up with like a bowl of gruel, which Otti eagerly consumes.
Oh, I guess we have a babysitter.
Okay, then let's go. You're ready.
Okay.
During our stay in the bar, would that have counted as a short rest, Malcolm?
Yes, it would. So feel free to take a short rest, because you have an hour effectively to get ready for the ball, which coincidentally happens to be exactly the right amount of time to sort this out.
Nice.
Okay. So out into the streets of Oathbreaker. Oathbreaker, yes. As you tend to your wounds, you heal up as best you can, and I recovers a spell slot. So you're over here at the Lucky Leap Tavern. The ball is inside of here. It's actually an open air ball. It's happening over here at the Royal Gardens. There's not the necessary rigmarole to go through the gates into the High District, as Adai at the very least will vouch for you ruffians. And maybe what Cazri says is true, maybe she could get her way in there as well. But regardless, Adai gets you in there. Can you all make me a perception check, please?
No.
Okay. Rather strangely almost, as you get close to the Royal Gardens, I mean, you guys know that Adai and Cazri at least, that this place is very well guarded, very well protected. If you want to get up to shenanigans, this is almost the worst place you'd want to do it. But Cazri, you spot kind of thrown down the alleyway the body of a man, and it's not moving, but he looks he's lying down face first in this alleyway.
Do you guys want to check out this body, or are we going to ignore this body?
What body? What?
I'm going to gesture down the alleyway.
Oh,
The body
I do
is
wonder if it
is dressed in noble clothes. I'll just point that out as well. It's not just some random person.
Okay,
It is-
that's really weird. I check around with it, like intuitively expecting to see like 5 or 10 guards, and I imagine there is none, no?
Yep. Down the alleyway, which you know the guards have patrol, but for some reason there is a body here which strikes you at. Especially unusual in this high district.
Yeah. Okay, let's quickly check, and maybe we need to call some guards. Maybe someone just fell. And I get close, with alert, but not really expecting a lot.
Okay, so you approach the body. As I said, it's face down. What are you doing?
I will turn it and checking whether he's fine. I don't know whether he's dead or alive, so I will just hope. I imagine that someone is drunk and probably fell or something like that. So that's what I would do.
Okay, we'll do a medicine check, and I'll tell you what information you can ascertain.
Nope, not. It's quite dark, I think.
Well, you flip him over. There's a lot of blood on his chest. You're not sure whether alive or not. But then when you flip over, you notice something, Adai. I just whispered something to you.
Brazil! And I try to put my hands on his chest wounds. Quickly! We need someone! We need someone! Please, call someone! Go help!
I'll go immediately look for a guard.
Okay, so to make an investigation check, you will find a guard. This should no matter how quickly you do. Okay, so it will take you a couple of minutes to return with a guard, but Cazri dashes off maybe in a bit of a panic, wandering around in circles. You don't find a guard.
With panic, I reach to my bag and I take one berry, which I probably drop to the floor, and I quickly take it again and bring it to the mouth of him, to his mouth, and move his jaw trying to chew it. Brazil, eat it, please. You have to eat it.
Okay, so you drop the good berry in his mouth and get him to swallow it, and he does flick his eyes come to life. And just as a point of order, your good berries will expire at the end of today. So unless your druidic friend returns. Says Brezdir. Fuck, Adai, what happened?
Oh fuck, you are alive. I thought you were. What happened? I thought you were dead.
I thought I was dead too. I mean, some thugs came out of nowhere and they just freaking stabbed me. I thought I was a goner. Oh man, you're my youngest brother, and man, we don't get along. But thanks, bro. I freaking
Why it
appreciate
only
it.
took you 20 words before that? Oh fuck. Okay. I'm glad you're fine, man. But did they try to steal to you in this place?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've got this ball to attend to. Where, I'm due to announce my engagement to Penn. You would have met Penn. It's Penn and Will Tamer, one of the other noble people. It's considered a good marriage between Brezdir and Penn or Penelope Wildtamer. I mean, I was due to announce my engagement at this party. Unless, any ideas about what happened?
But this engagement is arranged. I guess it should be fine, no? There should not be an issue. Both families are up for it, no? I don't know, man.
Do you
But
know anybody who'd
I
have
didn't
it out
shock,
for me?
man. I don't know. I thought you were gone, man.
I thought I was gone too, bleeding in an alleyway. And you know how much we pay these royal guards to look after us? It's a small fortune, and they effed up.
Well, I don't know, man. I just think I need a drink. I definitely need a drink, and I think you need a medic. At least to patch you up if you want to go follow up with the engagement.
Why, I do. I mean, maybe someone wants to stop this engagement. That's the only thing I could think of. Can you make an insight or a history check, Adai?
Will be the same. So, sorry, the history will be one more. So, but 9 doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you. Cazri, after a couple of minutes, you do find the guard, and this was the unbribable guard who effectively helped you. Oh, can I help you, miss?
I've got a noble who has been stabbed in an alleyway. My friends are currently trying to assist him.
All right, and I assume this noble or one of your friends has the appropriate papers? Because Cazri does not look like Cazri.
Adai is a noble, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Adai has the papers. We have Adai here.
All right. Let's see if he can look through your disguise. No, we can't. So what was the disguise kit? Just so I have it was a 24. Okay, it's going to be take some beating. Okay, so the guard rushes over with Cazri after we've had this conversation with your almost dead brother. Oh, sir! I'm terribly sorry. We should have had guards taking care of this. Let you up. I'm sorry this happened. I have my basic medical supplies here, but that you look pretty messed up. What can I do to help?
Well, I think he needs to be patched up, and I guess you want to go, Brasdik, with your engagement, no?
Brezdir glares at the guard and says, "You incompetent idiot! We pay you to protect us. We pay you to protect the nobles of the city. So your anger, your misunderstanding, your offer to help is useless. What's your name? And it says, oh, my name is Captain Resin, sir. Captain Resin, I'll be talking to the people who pay your wages. I suggest you look for a different occupation as your time in the Royal Guards is now over. You have failed in your duties to protect me.
Oh, fuck off, Brasdir.
You know how much we pay these
Fuck
people?
off, man. You almost died and you are an asshole. Just relax a little bit, okay? You're gonna get engagement later.
Is this
This man
news
has
to
nothing
you
to
that
do
I'm
with
an
that.
asshole? This is not news.
You're a pain in the ass. And I help him to stand up and then get some of the medical supplies to patch him.
Okay, so mechanically you apply some medicine to him, stop the bleeding, clean up the wounds, patch them up with bandages and so on, as the guard, Captain Resin, basically is throwing the supplies to you and is looking quite panicked. Is everything over taken care of here, Mr. Adai Karamosa?
It's fine, and I whisper to him, don't worry, he will be drunk in 2 hours, he will not remember your name.
Let's hope so. And Captain Resin dashes off to do something other than be away from Brasidir. So, the blood is patched up, but he does not look. I mean, his clothes are just covered in blood.
When the situation calms down a little bit, I look towards the gang and I say, guys, this is Brasdir. This is my eldest brother.
Brasdir waves at all of you.
Brother.
I mean, yeah, nice to meet you all. The pleasure is all mine. I can't help but ask. You've brought a simpleton. I mean, a high elf. That's something. And what does Vander look like again? Vander looks
High elf as well.
okay. So I can't
Yeah,
help but
he looks
point
like
out.
he's accompanying Cazri.
High elves, great. They're well connected at the very least. But did you have to bring in the buffoon?
Well, I didn't get a stab.
Yeah, this nobleman is simply a bodyguard. I'm sure you understand, right? I think you would like to have one yourself, I would assume.
Well, once again, this is what we pay these incompetents for, to take care of us. But I guess given the situation, since I don't trust many of the guards here, I mean the standard we expect, given what we pay them, is that the royal guards are unbribable. Won't take a possible penny. But maybe someone had more than enough money and arranged them to look the other way. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But that's my that's what I'm going with for now.
Well, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I understand. Well, if you are going to the ball as well, I would more than happy have you accompany us under the protection of our guards.
All right. Well, let's quickly go back to the manor. Get myself a change of clothes, and we'll go from there. How does that sound?
I think it sounds about right.
All right. So with a quickly dash to the Caramosa Villa, Brasdir gets changed, and you're going to write a letter at some point praising Captain Resin, who did you a favour, but obviously didn't cut on the wrong side of Brasdir Caramosa.
Yeah, I think actually later to attack to get into him, but I think it probably is not now the moment.
Okay. So, Bresdir gets a change of clothes, and he's walking a little gingerly, not surprising since he almost died, but he's determined to go through with this engagement.
Yeah.
So is there anything the rest of you... Sorry, yep, carry on.
Yes, so I will wash my hands when he's changing, and when he's not around because he will be in a room or something changing. I get with the gun. He's my eldest brother. I look up to him when I was a kid, and only to discover later that he can be a big asshole. But it's family. What can I tell?
Sorry, who are you saying this to?
To the people, to Bandur,
okay,
Cazri, and Bon.
Cazri's just gonna nod. She gets it.
Don't worry, Adai. I know everything about brothers. And family, of course.
I don't think you do, bud.
Vander's just gonna give you a big smile once again.
Yeah. And when he's changed, we go towards the bolt. Keeping an eye, because I think his story actually checks out. I don't know why someone would like to stop the engagement, but it's not an unreasonable thought.
Okay. Oops. Okay. So you make your way to the ball. So let's look up some notes that I took earlier. Okay, so making your way to the ball. So as I said, the ball is more of an outdoor ball, and we'll drag you over to something I prepared earlier, which is there. And I'll just drag you on here. I mean, it's a very, very upmarket affair. They've hired a harpist to play music in this rather beautiful garden. And I'll just drag you guys' tokens on. So we have Cazri, Vander, Bone, and Adai. Okay, and Bresdir is up here as well, and you see him hanging out with Penelope, his fiance, and she looks concerned. She's fussing over him. And yeah, lots of nobility doing noble things. What would you like to do?
Are they serving any refreshments or something like that?
There's waiters. There's almost as many waiters and staff as there are members at this event.
Well, Vanner is gonna fetch one of the waiters and he's gonna grab a drink, both for himself, one for Cazri, and he's also feeling kind, so he's gonna grab one for Bone as well, and he's gonna say, Bone, be gentle with this tiny glass. You need to drink it in a civil manner. And Vanner is gonna show Bone how to do that.
Yeah, it's champagne in one of those fluted glasses. So, yeah, delicate.
That's, might crack a bit, but yeah. It's not perfect. It's an entire fist just enclosed around it. Just
very graceful.
I'm gonna go to say hi to my parents.
Oh, Adai. So glad you can make it. This is MRI, your mother, saying, so glad you can make it, my dear. I mean, I know you don't like these events, but we appreciate your presence. Nevertheless, it's a pleasure to have you here, my love.
Thank you, mother. Father? Nice seeing you.
Yeah. Hi, son. You're still pissing around with that red cloak nonsense?
What can I tell?
Oh, Marcus, just be nice for this one night. Adai is here. He's doing his family proud. Let's just go with that, shall we? Says Marcus. Another person comes up to you. Lady Victoria Violet. Another member of the upper class. So not as upper class as you, Adai, but, up there. Oh, hello, Adai. It's such a pleasure to have you here. And she holds out her hand, kind of limp-wristly expecting you to kiss her hand.
I kiss it as is expected.
So,
do I know her?
yeah.
Do I know her? Do I like her, or like is he like a normal person, or is like a noble?
She is a lower noble, as it were, looking to climb the ladder of nobility, and she's a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest. Okay. So she's almost acting above her station. So, Adai, it's such a pleasurable occasion. Your brother Brazda getting married to Pin Wildtamer. Isn't it delightful that we can all gather like this?
It's really, really delightful. I thought you would be talking with Pen and getting some whispers about what's going on.
Oh, well, I'll get to that, my dear. Let's just say Pen and I, as well known, we have our differences. I mean, Brazda was engaged for me for a brief period of time, but for reasons unbeknownst to me, I would have made the perfect wife. He broke off the engagement and is marrying Pen instead. So I might try and talk to Brazda, but let's just say Pen and I aren't talking. You know how it works in these circles.
Unfortunately, yes. And I think back to myself, damn it, I hope she will go there instead of staying here.
I noticed you're yet to be engaged, Adai. Is there anybody you've got your eye on?
I actually do. Yes, I do.
Oh, and who is the lucky lady?
I think I don't want to spoil the surprise by the time it comes, so we will need to wait a little bit. But I can always talk and enjoy a party. And I think to myself that probably it's less painful to listen to her than to listen to my father. So I'm going to just move with her and let her talk and put my mind into blank.
You make a deception check. So I don't think Adai has a significant other.
No. I mean, this is gonna look really rude, probably.
No. I mean, you just told her you're engaged. My understanding is Adai is not engaged. So let's see if you get away.
No, it's not. No. I know. She told me if I'm interested in someone. That's what I understood.
Oh, well, yeah. You are. Okay, we'll make a persuasion check then.
Yeah. So I think you go for. So there is someone.
Okay, cool. Yep. Persuasion.
So nevertheless, I have to roll.
Yes. To convince her that you're telling the truth.
Yeah. I'm not really persuasive.
Oh, you've got a girlfriend, do you have here, Adai? I'm sure you do. I see you bouncing around, bouncing around the town and pretending to be some policeman of a sort. I don't think you have time for a significant other.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much time at the moment. Doesn't mean there is no one in my heart.
Well, I hope I could be that somebody someday, Adai.
And you? Beyond trying to get a husband in these places, what do you enjoy?
Why, I enjoy parties like this. I enjoy playing my harp when I get the opportunity. I enjoy going out for dinners, for lunches, for breakfast. I enjoy walks around the royal gardens. You know, the usual stuff.
Well, if you like good food, I can introduce you a good friend of mine. She's friends with one of the best chefs of the city.
Oh, please do. And she grabs hold of your hand. Like, just
go
holding
to
hands
Cazri.
in a way that partners would do. Nobility sometimes does it.
Mm-hmm. Cazri, may I introduce you a friend, Lady Victoria Violet. She's a great fan of good food, and I told her that you know one of the best chefs in the city. So maybe you have things in common to chit chat.
Oh,
I'll give
Cazri,
a
mate.
slight little head bow.
And she does a polite, the full curtsy, with the dress kind of flaring at the bottom and dipping down. Cazri, such a pleasure to meet you. What family do you come from?
Oh, I'm just a friend of Adai's. No family that is important.
You were not connected just with Adai?
Yeah, we're his friends.
I mean, I don't mean to step out of place, as it were, but Adai, is this the one you've got your eye on?
No, she's a good friend and a food critic, as I said.
Ooh, good friend. I got it. It gives you a wink.
Hey, it's right. Okay, whatever.
So, Cazri, you know a good chef, do you?
Yes, Chef Ozar.
Oh, Ozar! He was the one who won the Clash of Chefs and is now the private chef of Princess Athena.
Yes, he's a wonderful chef. I've worked with him for a long time.
Maybe you could give us a formal introduction at some stage?
With Ozar, the chef?
Yes.
Sure.
You're an absolute darling. Now, excuse me, I have some other people I wish to converse with. I'm sure you got to make the rounds as well. A good day to you, Miss Cazri. Goodbye,
Good day.
Adai. And she wanders
Bye-bye.
over. And she approaches over here. Talking to
And-
Braisdeer, but ignoring Pin.
So guys, these are, and I point towards my sisters and brothers. So these are my sisters, Tali, Ines, Bren, and Brasdeer, who you met before.
Seems like you have a very big family, Adai.
Yes, I do, and I'm the youngest one, for the delight of everyone else.
May I ask, do all your siblings give you a hard time for being the youngest?
Not all, but well, each of them have their own interests, and they say none of them matched much with mine. With my sister Ines, I had better relationship when we were younger, but she grew apart. Like many others, are only interested in marrying well.
And no one shares your interest of justice and martial arts?
Well, my grandfather did. He was, famous Red Cloak. But he died actually with the king, hunting the dragon. But that happened long ago. His stories are long time gone. I only have his books and some thoughts. So when I was young, he used to tell me some beautiful stories about the past, about the former king. Great man. Before the blood ran thin and parties and balls took over duty.
I assume that you would rather not spend your time socializing and would rather be out on duty.
I would like that so much, but this is also duty in a sense. I owe it to my mother, to my family, at least to help a bit. I am aware that my privilege and most of what I been able to do was because they were always protecting me. So I may not like how the situation is, but I know you don't want to damage them or to punish them, if you know. what I mean.
I think I understand what you mean, Adai. It's a very interesting family dynamics, it seems. You appear to be the odd one out of your siblings, if I understand it correctly.
Well, that will be one way of saying it. Each of them have their own personalities. It's simply, well, we don't match that well.
Can everybody please just make me a perception check? I'm not sure if Cazri is back. No, I shall roll for Cazri.
Okay.
Wow. Good roll. First roll for Cazri. Whatever the first numbers are, Cazri doesn't know Jack. Wow. I wasn't expecting you guys to make this roll, but you've succeeded.
Okay, especially considering so bad that we are really bad on perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Bone is the most perceptive. No,
Yeah.
Adai's pretty good as well.
I mean, in many other campaigns, like people have passive perceptions like 24 or something like ridiculous like that. So it's hard to sneak stuff by them. But yeah, you go well. So DC was 18, so Adai, you don't notice anything. But Vander and Bone, you notice Lady Victoria. She's talking to Brazdir, and you see her drop something in Pen Wildtamer's flute of champagne, a little powdered substance. No one else appears to notice it, but Bone and Vander, you notice it. You notice her dropping something into her drink. Not sure what it is, but she's doing it surreptitiously. So what do you do?
Did it seem like the Wild Tamer noticed herself?
No. I mean, this is Brazdir, the one you just rescued. His fiancée, Pen Wildtamer, and Lady Victoria dropped the powder into her glass, and nobody, in your opinion, apart from Vander and Bone, noticed it.
Bone is not really perceptive, so I could flavor this as he's staring at a butterfly or something, which is fluttering just beyond where the two are standing. Just sort of sees it landing on the wine glass, and as Will Tamer, Victoria puts the
I'll move them apart so you can see them.
Victoria Violets, okay. As you go over here.
Oh, that's brute away from me!
He's gonna smack the glass out of Pen Will Tamer's hand.
Well, you can... talking my daughter's line.
You can certainly try.
So make an acrobatics check. She's just going to roll flat. She's going to roll a 14.
Acrobatics.
Yep, this is a battle of dexterity. Kick! Somebody! Get this brute away from me! What is going on?
Bon, what are you doing?
Bone, what are you doing? You silly goose.
Can he form the words? That's not too bad. No. Drink.
No drink.
What are you, the drink police? I simply must insist this is absolutely outrageous. He attacked Pen, the guest of honor of this. This is Lady Victoria. I simply must insist that this brute is removed from the premises.
He's gonna groan and just point at Victoria Violet.
Stop pointing. It's also rude to point. There's numerous reasons why this should happen. Vander, you noticed it as well, of course. Are you doing anything?
I'm currently withholding a little bit information because I'm going to see what this evolves into. Are there opportunities for me to take?
So I have a question for you,
Sure.
Michael. So maybe I will need to roll because I don't know whether I metagaming or whether my character will know that something is off. I mean, not drink. And now he's pointing to her. So I think, maybe rolling in intelligence to whether I get the point or something like that.
Sure. In other words, to decode what Bone is trying to say. I think we'll flavor it like that. Yeah, make it a general intelligence check.
Yeah, so 16.
So Bone, you see Boyne, whoever Boyne is, you see Bone try to slap the glass out of Pen Wild Tamer's hand. He failed, and then he said, "Don't drink."
No drink, and now he's pointing to us.
Yep.
No drink, yeah.
Pen, stop for a moment. Please don't drink from that cup. Is something wrong with that cup, Bon?
What? Just quickly, what you missed, Cazri, while you were gone, you saw, well, you didn't see because I rolled for you and you rolled terribly, but Bone and Vandor saw Lady Victoria Violet drop something into Pearl Tamer's drink. And Pen Tamer is like a Brasderis Karamosa's fiance. This is their engagement party, effectively. And I feel like I'm flipping writing a 18th century Victorian novel. Like, what's the name? Who wrote? What's her
Jane
name?
Austen?
Jane Austen. Yeah, I feel like Jane Austen. All these parties and gossips and things going back and forth. Pride and Prejudice, that type of vibe, and all those other ones. Okay. So just catching up, Cazri, and why on earth would I not want to drink this? I mean, it's fine. It's champagne.
My guard says something is off. Brasdeer, you said that someone was trying to stop your marriage, your proposal. Something is off here. We should be careful.
Well, that was my assumption, brother. I mean, I was stabbed in the alley prior to my engagement party. I can only presume that that's what it is.
Bon, what happened? Can you elaborate? What have you seen?
Doesn't elaborate, leaves. He's gonna say, no drink. Gets a bit animated and just points at Lady Victoria Violet.
I think, Lady Victoria, you should not drink either.
Vander is gonna cast minor illusion on the ground, and he's gonna point. Oh, that doesn't look too good. And he's gonna create a it's going to seem like the grass where the liquid fell on the ground is a little bit more dead in a way, like it browning and rotting away.
Okay,
it's just going to appear as an image, though.
Okay, so a little bit of the wine splashed when Bone failed to grab it, and you're making the ground look as if the wine is poisoning the grass. Is that the vibe you're going for?
Yeah. So the grass is currently dying a little bit.
Well, first of all, if you don't want everybody to know you're casting a spell, because there's your verbal components at the least, and material probably, make me a sleight of hand check. Just subtly
minor
cast
image.
the spell.
Minor image doesn't have verbal components, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
regardless, he gets away from it. So even if it does have verbal or whatever, so the ground starts rotting and says, "Oh, everybody looks." So what do you say, Vander? The grass looks rotten now where the wine spilt.
I do wonder what happened with your drink, madame. And Vander is gonna look at Victoria. His eyes are gonna pierce hers, and he's gonna try to look for subtle hints in her facial structure that she's a little bit concerned or worried or something like that.
Sure, make an insight check.
That's my specialty.
She looks concerned. I mean, everybody's got concerned. All the gossip and bits and pieces that were happening around the place is immediately you got the focus of attention. I don't know what this is, but I can assure you there's nothing wrong with Pen's wine. What I've got is the word of this simpleton, and I still want him removed. And some guards actually come up, and they start escorting Bone out of the compound. They grab you by the hands and attempting to take you away, Bone. What do you do?
Hey, slow. He can walk by himself.
He simply must leave, accusing a noblewoman of such an outrageous...
Wait a second. Pen, can I have your glass, please?
So just before we do that, they are going to try and physically manhandle Bone out of it. Both of them grab each one of your arms, and at advantage they roll a 16. Bone, what do you do?
Well, he's not going to resist, but he's such a big man, so he's... let's see. Well, he's debilitated from his encounter with the ghost, so he's being shuffled along.
Yep, and they escort you out. Once they get the belt there. And sorry, Ada, you're doing something?
Yeah, I'm going to pen, my dear. Can I have your glass, please? Just in case.
Okay.
And I take it and I say, Victoria,
Yes.
I think you can have this one.
Oh, but this is a Pen's drink.
Yeah, don't worry. I think she didn't drink from it. So let's cheers for the future.
Oh, such a good idea, Adai. Vander is going to lift his glass up to yours, and he's going to look over at Victoria. I think we should cheer, shouldn't we? I mean, there's nothing wrong with this liquid at all, is there? You seem so eager for her to drink it. I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem with drinking it yourself, would you?
I wasn't insisting she was drinking it. I was just... these false accusations from this brute... She glares at Are, this brute that you brought along to the engagement party.
You drink it then.
Well, the brute is being escorted out of the premises as you asked for. So I guess that's one problem solved. And I think we should cheer to that.
She raises her glass to the... to a toast. To the engaged couple, Pen and Bresdir. Cheers, everybody. And she drinks the wine. Look a little nervous for a second. Swallows it. Says, okay, but that settled everything then. I think we're fine.
Vander's going up to Adai and he's going to say, well, he's going to whisper into his ear. I saw that this Lady Victoria put something into her glass. I'm not really sure what it was, but it can't be good. And then he's gonna walk over to Bone.
Then it's
hopefully it was poison.
I will keep an eye on Lady Victoria.
Sure.
And once does she stay there or she moves somewhere?
She heads over to the area. I mean, she was a centre of attention, and it's not the centre of attention that she particularly wanted to be the centre of attention. So she wanders off to the side, talk to some female friends, one would assume.
Seems like I tell to Brasdir, something is off. I think she tried to put something in Pen's drink.
You think she could be been the one behind the poisoning, Edi? I mean, my assault in the alley.
She looks too weak for that, but she might be involved.
Not her yourself, you idiot.
Huh?
Look, use your brain. That's not what I was saying. I didn't say she personally attacked me in the alley.
Oh, God, asshole. I know what you meant. When I mean weak, you know, you can use weak not only for strength, physical strength, but she lacks the mental strength to plot something like that.
I don't know about that. She's, I mean, you know, we broke off the engagement, right? She wasn't happy about that.
Well, my suggestion would be let's keep an eye on her during the engagement, and then after that we can just interrogate her.
All right. Do you know what? If you keep an eye on her, maybe have a chat with her, maybe bring your friends along, just in case something goes sideways.
Yeah, I will do that, but definitely, yeah, keep a distance. And I walk towards the guards and I say, everything is resolved. I want my friends and guards back to the party, please.
Okay. Vander, you have something to add to the conversation as well?
Well, no. Vander is just basically telling Adai that he saw someone that Lady Victoria dropped something into the glass of Pen Wild Tamer, and it probably can't be good. And then he left. I mean, why would you even trust Vander though? But you would trust Bone, and he made a reaction to it, so I guess it makes sense.
I mean, she drank whatever it was, so whether maybe it's poison, she has an immunity, or she's just acting reckless. I don't know. We will see, but I think we should keep an eye in case something happens. First, my brother was stabbed. Now this. I don't like it. We should be careful. This might not be a ball after all. It might be crime scene. Yeah, also got into that. Yeah.
And what do you say to the guards, Bone, who are guards Adai who are dragging Bone out of here?
Yeah. The problem has been solved. Please, I need my guard back. I don't say please. Actually,
sure,
I need
sure.
my guard back.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, since this is a Caramosa event and you are a Caramosa.
An 8.
Oh.
Sorry, sir. He did directly insult a member of the nobility. She asked him to go through here, so we must insist that we continue to remove him from
Do
the
you
premises.
realize that Lady Victoria has a lower position than myself and my brother?
That's interesting. Are the guards really more in favor of Lady Victoria Violet than they are to Adai Caramosa? The Caramosa family that is in fact hosting this very event that is paying your pockets.
That's a good point. Tell you what, Adai, Mr. Caramosa, we'll let your friend go, but let's just say in future events, both me and my friend here will have more well-paying positions than simple guards at these events.
Look, if you keep an eye open, especially today, then nothing strange happened, you can count to be on the premier list for the next time.
All right, done. And they let Bone go.
You're such a sweetheart, Bone. Did you try to help Pen Wild Tamer from being drugged by this witch?
Brother. Point at brass dear Caramosa.
Yes, we met Adai's brother earlier. Did you want to help his brother? Is that what you're saying?
Did she poison his brother too? Dun dun dun.
Well, whatever you did, Bone, I think you did the Caramosa family a favor.
Help, friend.
Yes, you did.
Thank you very much, Bone.
Bone, how about you grab Adai's hand and he'll walk you back to the party? I think you deserve that.
Okay, master.
As you all
And
gather up, another person comes up to you. And she approaches Adai, being one of the members of the royal or the noble family. If you wish to learn more about Lady Victoria's motives, I know what you're thinking. Follow me.
Okay, I will. But I will be careful, thinking that maybe she's... I tell the others to follow me. Thinking that probably she's bringing us into a confrontation, just in case.
Okay. So you follow this individual. They take you to a corner of the garden that's out of sight from the rest of the party.
I imagine Lady Victoria is not there, no?
Oh, no, you don't. You only see this person here. And she says, Adai. What do you think Lady Victoria is up to?
Do I know her?
No, you've never met her
Yes.
before. She's dressed nobly, but you don't recognize her.
Let's start from the point that I don't know your name. Who are you?
Let's just say, let's just say I have a vested interest in seeing Lady Victoria succeed. And I rolled some dice. They're stealth checks, more than matched your passive perceptions.
But
And
we
all-
were can we roll? Because we were actually actively, I told you that we were thinking she was luring us into a trap, so...
Sure, make your perception check. Everybody can make a perception check. And I'm going to say they rolled a natural 20. So you're looking for a 20. So Adai's going to be surprised, Bone, Cazri, and Vander. Those are more like the perception rolls I do. So as I said, this is a secluded area of the garden. So pretend these other people aren't here. Just going to be easy for me to manage this. And, in the words of Riley...
Roll for initiative.
Oh, okay, let me roll for these people as well. We'll do that. And this one here as well. And you are all surprised, as I said. I'll tell you what, except for this young lady here, she kind of gives the go-ahead. So she's not going to get a turn, but everybody else has got a turn. She says, all right, get them. They are meddling too much. Take them out. And Lady Victoria Violet appears from the bushes behind Cazri and says, you commoners, you have no chance being here. And she is going to attack you with her sword. Well, this is off in the corner of the garden. It's not in the ball, but yes, it's in a sense in the middle of the ball. At advantage, she rolls a natural 20 and just stabs you with a short sword. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Cazri?
I do have advantage against being poisoned, but I suppose it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah. So you see that the blade of her sword is covered in some green substance and you feel the poison leaking into your system, but you resist it easily enough. So you only take 7 points of piercing damage. And they said, you hear as Lady Victoria Violet says, right, everybody on Adai. He's refusing the lessons he needs to be taught. This one jumps over the top of the garden, comes to Cazri, Adai, and with advantage, going to try and stab your short sword. Rolls a 22 at advantage, Adai.
That's it.
So make a con saving throw, please.
19.
Once again, you resist the poison as well, so you just take 4 points of poison damage. Bone, you look around, you're surprised, you don't know what's happening. Adai, you're surprised, you don't know what's happening. Cazri, Vandor, all flat-footed. And finally this one comes over and says, "Alright, Adai, your noble blood will not save you now." Attacks with advantage with a short sword, rolling a 23. Another con saving throw, please, Adai.
That's it, I think.
So you resist it once again. So you only take 7 points of piercing damage.
Only.
Only. I know what level you guys are. And then so she went, and we come around to the top of the order. Now it's just going to be straight rolls. Get him! Take him down! And swings the short. Oh, once again, to make me another con saving throw. I'm rolling very well. With a 22
how
to
well,
hit.
because not 22, because I think I cannot do just exactly what hit me with, even with shield. Yeah. Roll Constitution. 15.
So 5 points of piercing damage as she sticks this poison-coated short sword into you. Yes, that's it. Get him, get him. I'll take a tear of this little trollop. And she goes to attack you, Cazri. Stabs you with a short sword. Rolls a 14, Cazri.
No, does not hit.
And as a bonus action, she's going to take the disengage action. And and runs back there, and she gets out a hand crossbow and gets ready to attack from afar. This one is going to attack Adai again with a short sword. This time, make me a con save. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Damn it. I succeed.
You succeed, so you avoid the poison damage. As the blade sinks into your body, you feel consciousness leaving you, and you collapse on the ground. That's 10
There was a
points
20, I
of
guess, no? To hit.
This is one of these.
Natural 20! Natural
Okay,
20!
Yeah, I got that.
10 points of piercing damage. Bone! You see what the hell is going on now? What do? You're finally free to act.
Bone slash. Rage as a bonus action.
Nice.
He's going to run out front. He's going to try to jam his arm, and I found a good reference as it kind of grows out like this. Delicious. He's going to try to jam it into her side. So,
Oh, that's disturbing.
yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah. Recklessly, of course. So that's 17.
17 does hit. They appear to be wearing some type of leather armor under their noble clothes. They're all females, but it does connect. And she lets out a, "You should have left, your brute. You will join the fate of Adai." You draw blood.
Yeah, let's see, that's 6 slashing and
6,
2 necrotic. So 8 total.
So I did 4, so I'll do another 4 as you get the disgusting bone claw in there and rake it across. Nice bone. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Adai, privately roll me a death saving throw, please.
Yeah, can you put me how to
Sure.
do... forgot.
I should have a macro because I'm typing this out all the time. Just roll that without the quote marks, obviously.
Thank you.
Okay, take note of that. Cazri, what do you do?
Well, she supposes this is a good as time as any. If Adai's down, that he's no use with just a crossbow. I will twin spell Chaos Bolt at Lady Victoria here,
Okay.
and and the lady next to Bone.
Okay, cool. Not familiar with this spell, so what does it do?
I'm about to post it.
Sure.
I'm just. Okay.
Well,
It's a lot.
well, the first one's going to miss.
Yeah.
So roll again and then we'll resolve it. I'll say 50-50. 1 to 2 you hit Lady Victoria. So it's this one here that connected. And what happens?
So it's oh wow, that was actually really good. 18 points of thunder damage. But basically it's a big warbling ball of energy that goes out. And depending on one of the d8s that's rolled, that determines the actual damage it does.
Ah, so okay, and you happen to roll thunder. Okay, cool. Okay, so a huge blast of thunder comes out, and it comes out and slams the lady in the chest. She almost falls to the ground, but doesn't. And you hear shouts coming from afar. This chaos bolt has caused quite the scene, and you suspect help is coming. How quickly it comes, you're not sure. But nice, Cazri. What do you do?
That will be it for her.
Okay, Vander, chaos bolt's going on. Adi falls to the ground before you, dying, bleeding, with several females bent on his destruction. What do you do?
Okay, so when we follow these people, did we walk in? Is it far away from the rest of the party? Is it a hard place to find?
Not a hard place to find. It's just like it's an area of the garden designed for romantic rendezvous. So everyone knows where it is, but people know not to go there unless, you know, they're taking a young lady or a young man with them. So people know where it is.
Right. I see. Well, we're in the kissing park. Okay. Well, first of all, is Joy currently in my initiative?
You tell me.
Or should?
Did you bring Joy along?
Yeah, Joy's always on my shoulder.
Okay, so why don't you roll initiative for Joy?
I can do that. Can I? I can. Load in.
So 8.
8.
Ah, there we go. That works out
Yeah.
well. So the kind of you and Joy kind of happened at the same time.
Yeah. So Joy goes first, flies from my shoulder. I guess. It's just gonna stay in my space, I guess.
I'm going to say
she's gonna
Joy
use-
can become invisible, right?
Yeah, Joy is currently invisible, actually.
I was going to say bringing something that looks like Joy to one of these events would be discouraged. So making him invisible makes sense.
I assume that. And, well, how far away is Lady Victoria currently?
From you...
40 feet, so that's actually close enough for Joy to fly. I think she has 40 feet of moon flying. Yeah. So Joy's going to fly all the way to Lady Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to use the help action against her.
Get out of my way, whatever you is, get out of my face! She starts, get out, get out, get out!
And she's just gonna appear right before his face and do this little evil, cackling, laughing sound right in her face. Like, poof, and then there's like this ugly little imp in her face flying
She
right in front of her.
screams. I'm not going to scream because it'll probably wreck my throat and sound obnoxious. But she lets out a very high-pitched scream as this demonic creature starts getting in her face, doing everything it can to annoy her. Nice!
And, well, since we're not that far away from the rest of the party, Vander is gonna use his own action to turn invisible.
Okay. Boop.
And he's going to say, please don't die. I'm going to make sure these guards get a glimpse of Lady Victoria and her evil doings. So Vander is gonna run as far as he can towards the entrance of this place, wherever that is.
Yeah, we'll say this is the entrance over here. You can get right to the edge of it over there. But you'll still be in the kissing booth, the kissing park.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna shout towards the guards to like help them find the way faster, I guess.
Sure. Okay, so dash over next to Lady Victoria Violet or somewhere in that area, and you'll be good. Okay, Vander, nice. Okay, the spy says, one down. That was too easy. Let's get the other one. Now she comes over to Bone, flicks her sword, poison dripping off it, and she is going to use a short sword attack, just a straight roll. Did you go reckless, Bone?
Oh yeah, yeah. So advantage.
Look at this brute. All attack and no defense. Take him out! She swings a short sword at advantage and rolls a 19 Bone, which I believe will hit.
Okay.
And make me a con saving throw, please. That's a pass, so you take 6 points of damage, reduced to 3 because you are raging. And then this one kicks Adai, and then goes over to Bone as well and says, right, you're next, you simpleton. You shouldn't even be at this party. And swings a short sword once again with advantage, dripping with blood, and hits again with a 23. Make me a con saving throw, Bone. Oh, once again, you avoid the poison damage.
Yeah.
So you take 8 points of piercing, reduced to 4 because you are raging. Lady Victoria Violet says, where are you going? You're not going anywhere. And she swings to... wait a minute. Vander, you moved over this way, didn't you?
Yeah, I moved wherever the entrance was, I guess.
Over here. But you're invisible, and she's not going to attack you. But she's going to attack the creature right in front of her. Get away from me, you ugly, ugly creature! She swings at Joy. Rolls an 18.
That probably hits, yeah.
Yeah, and I suspect Joy is immune to poison.
Yeah.
Damage immunity. So not even need to roll to a poison check, but Joy takes 3 points of damage. He tries to slap it away. Once again, this very injured one. She's going to take the disengage action as a bonus action. Swing to the far side. She's going to get out her hand crossbow. Take a shot at Bone. It's again with advantage. This time it's a 13 at advantage. So the arrow flies through and just goes down the corridor, dripping blood as it goes. Bone, Adai is still down, but you're getting the snot beaten out of you as well. What do you do?
Wildly swinging about. There's not much tactic here. So 1 to 2 south and
Okay.
4. Yeah, it's the one to the right. Recklessly.
Okay, this one. Cool. 18 hits.
So that's 8 slashing and 2 necrotic, so 10 damage.
10 damage, okay. Yeah. You kind of right across the chest and see blood slipping through. Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I forgot that the 2 necrotic is only in my transformation, so you can put 2 more hit points back at her and 2 more at her. So,
Okay. Bless your honesty. They still look wrecked, but yep. Okay, cool. So another bone claw attack from Bone cuts them up. And Adai, still bleeding on the ground. Help does not come. Can you make me another death saving throw, please?
I have not much healing in this game.
yeah.
And of course, there's always a medicine check to stabilize them as well. Oh, I saw your roll, so I wasn't looking. Okay, got it. Adai doesn't get up. Cazri.
I am going to spend another sorcery point and do the same thing.
Okay.
But this time I'll do it to still Lady Victoria and. Well, is she still in, or is that her being out?
No, she's in. She's firing crossbow bolts from there.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. So I'm going for her again. We're the same people.
So do Lady Victoria first, but roll at advantage as Joy is right up in her face. That hits. It's new as you all.
I have to pick lightning or force.
Okay, she gets lit up. She's still got some life left in her though.
Our other friend.
That hits as well.
Lovely. This time fire or psychic. Ooh, psychic fun.
And she goes down in a heap. Yeah, that is a cool spell. Nice. So one of them goes down.
Yeah.
Okay, Cazri, Joy, gonna get in her face again.
Yeah, same as always, I guess.
Get away from
Until
me!
higher levels.
You devil! Get away from me! And Vander.
So Vander is gonna look around. He's going to shout to the guards standing right next to Victoria, and then he's going to look back where he came from, and he's going to return.
Okay.
And he's going to try to use his action to help Adai
Okay.
with a medicine check,
Sure.
which he's not very good in.
DC 10.
Yep.
We'll try and stabilize out of it. Doesn't work. Good idea though. Okay, and the guards you see running towards them, they're not going to arrive this round, but at the end of the next round. So once it comes around to your turn again, Vander, that's when they'll arrive. Oh yeah, medicine kits is a good idea. And they can actually see you. They know you're there. So see, the disadvantage against Vander or advantage against Bone. They're definitely going to get Bone as they drip this poison-coated sword and try and stab Bone at advantage, rolling a 17 Bone. I believe that'll hit.
Yep.
And a con saving throw.
18.
So take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced to 2. And that's it. You guys have avoided the poison very successfully so far. The second lady does the same thing. She gets out a short sword, whoosh, and she rolls 6 at advantage, so that's going to miss. Lady Victoria Violet doesn't really like this impish thing in her face. Get away from me, you fiend! And she rolls an 18, and Joy takes 4 points of piercing damage. Being immune to poison. That's all it'll do. And she's just, get away from me!
Joy's just gonna continue cackling in her face.
Nice.
Very annoyingly.
Okay, so this one's over here is no longer with us, so we'll switch our attention to Bone.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Friend. Oh, he's gonna try to use healing hands, but he can't. So it's sort of like you see a little spark of light emit from Bone's hands, not his bones, but yeah, as he's trying to gently spark Adai awake with, let's just flavor it as the last remaining sparks of power he has. So he's going to try a medicine check.
Okay.
That's a 14.
I'll explain how you bring Adai back from death. He's not breathing at the moment. What do you do?
Well, you witness Bone having this weirdly not appropriate at all for his character sort of healing he has done on Adai himself and this small beggar boy. And it's sort of he can't use that, but it's sort of the last sparks that somehow give him just an inchling of respite for
Nice.
the dying, you could say.
So it's your last bit of spark. Like you're giving him chest compressions or anything. Just got to zap him and he jolts back to life. Nice. Of course, you.
No healing though, but it's just
Yeah.
stable.
Yeah, got it. Yep. And you didn't attack recklessly, so that's good. And is that your turn, Bone?
Yes.
Okay, Adai. Oh, you can just do nothing.
I will do nothing. I think. Let me think. But yeah, I think nothing is what I will do.
Good idea. And in fact, since Cazri has got a knock at the door, let's all take a short break, and we'll resume this in 5 minutes. Sound good?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. See you guys in a bit. the ambush by these people. As Cazri, you are first to act. Well, it's currently your turn. What do you do?
I'll use my last sorcery point to do Chaos Bolt again.
Okay, against whom? I assume one on Lady Victoria. And the other
And
one.
the one here.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it would be at disadvantage to her.
Sure.
Okay.
The first Chaos Bolt. 17 will absolutely hit her.
Nice. We will do taste of her own medicine.
14. Oh. Actually, she... Okay, so yep, that was at advantage, so it's 18, but we'll do the damage, so... Doesn't do as much damage as you hope for, and she only takes 7 points of damage.
Yep, that figures though.
It does figure.
And then for the lady up north.
Another one smacks into her for another 9 points of damage on her. Yep.
That'll be it for me.
Okay, nice. Joy. Is Joy going to get up in some faces again?
Well, yeah. Let's just continue with the help action, I guess.
Get away from me, you demon! Vander. Invisible Vander.
Invisible Vander. Adai currently looks better than a forward. I guess that's good.
Yeah, breathing
this
at least.
lady to the north of Vander, is she dead or unconscious or something?
No, she's perfectly fine. Hasn't been touched.
Oh, she hasn't been touched?
Nope.
Oh, that's concerning. No matter though. Vander's gonna take a step back. And then he's going to cast Corrupting Ichor against her.
Ugh, okay.
So he's gonna take a deep breath, and then he's gonna spit out this big
Ugh.
goopy goop at this lady. I assume that's with advantage because I'm
Yep.
invisible.
Yep, it'll break your invisibility, but absolutely you can do that.
Well, 17.
17 hits against this young lady here.
This
Looks
young
suspiciously like Wednesday for some reason.
lady. And she will take 12 points of necrotic damage and be coated in this ichor.
Oh, okay. So we'll say she's like poisoned. There we go. The corrupting ichor slowly is dissolving her body. Nice.
And he's gonna give the lady a big smile and he's gonna say, "Oh, you look more pleasant than ever before."
No, you don't understand. My face is my currency. Get it off. Get it off.
Oh, I did you a favor, I think. If you were to ask me, this is a much better way for you to look.
Oh, fiend.
And that's his turn.
Okay, so the guards are almost there, but this character is going to get one more good swing on Bone. Not at advantage since Bone healed, but she swings her poison-coated short sword and rolls a 7. Rolling so well at the start, not so much at the end. Couple of guards arrive. I will put them... Oops. Why would you go on there? Ah, there we go. So there's 2 of them arrive. I'll roll them into initiative. Okay. So they rush in with... That guy's not there. We'll just move him out the way. Looks around and says, "Lady Victoria! What's going on?" And she says, "Those brutes attacked me and my sisters! Take them out! At once!" Okay. So the one with the corrupting ichor on his face, if she takes a turn, she can remove it, right?
Yeah, but she still takes damage at the start of the turn, I think, didn't she? Let me just check the spell again. Corrupting Ichor, display in virtual tabletop.
The start of each of its turn. Okay. Let's roll a d4, but she will take a turn to wipe it off. Not my face! Not my face! No! And she wipes it off, taking 2 points of damage, and that's her action.
Yeah.
Lady Victoria says, "Them! Look, they're attacking my sisters! I told you to get rid of this brute, and now he's killing them! Get them!" Bone.
This isn't going... Oh, let's see. He's going to... Well, once again. Can't choose. 1 to 2, the one to the south, and yeah. The one to the right. So
Recklessly?
That's gonna be recklessly.
Okay.
Yes. 20. That's
Dirty 20 hits, yep.
Blow.
Nice.
6 points of slashing damage.
6, okay. Cool, got it. Nice. Oh, so I gave you the 6 points. You can have 6 points back. And the one to the south, you said?
To the east.
To the east. Okay, 6 points of damage. She's looking wrecked, but she's still staying up, being bold. And one of the royal guards says, "Stop this! Stop this at once! Stop attacking these noble ladies!" And she's gonna go. She's gonna go to Vander actually. And let me make sure he's got the movement to get over there. No, he doesn't. So he rushes over there and says, "Stop this! Stop this at once!" That's what he's going to do. Adai. Adai, you can not die. Cazri.
Yeah, I wonder whether or the guards that we encountered before and they know us are the ones coming or are other.
Well, there's quite a few guards here. I'll tell you what. Roll a d6, and on a 6, they will know they'll act differently. So they don't. So they see... when they see they don't know Bone, they don't know Vander, they don't know Cazri, and they do know these noblewomen, so it's not entirely surprising. But Cazri, what do you do?
So my question would be, would my disguise have survived combat?
What did it
Have you
survive?
taken any damage?
I've been stabbed.
Right.
Tell you what, on a 5 or a 6, it's suffered significant damage. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
yeah, it's a little wrecked.
No, that's fine.
We'll say in the combat, they grabbed your hair and pulled off your wig.
Fine.
There we
I
go.
will straighten myself and inform the guard that this lowly noble who is far beneath the house of Gorzo attacked us first and has not only poisoned my friend, gesture at Adai, I'll gesture at my own stab wound.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because you are you, and you raise some good points.
I'm fucking awesome.
we don't know. Cazri, what the... look, this is all too confusing. Everybody drop your weapons this instant. We'll sort this out. Cazri, that would be your turn to try and persuade the guards, which you rolled terribly on, it must be said.
It's fine. They dropped their weapons. It's fine.
Joy?
Okay. So Vander is gonna lift up his hands. He's gonna forgo his own action. So he's not gonna do anything this turn. But no one knows that Joy belongs to Vander except his companions. So he's gonna make Joy attack Victoria Violet.
Okay, and you have a special familiar that can do that, so absolutely. And roll... nothing can be an advantage, though. You can't give yourself an advantage on the attack, so just a straight roll.
Straight roll is fine. Let's see. Where is the attack? There it is. Sting!
16
Nice.
hits.
Nice. Where's the damage? Can I click somewhere for the damage? 3d6? No, that's the poison damage.
Just click on the word
1d4
sting in the
plus-
chat there. See? That says Vander, Sting, Bite, and Beast form. If you click on that.
There. Yeah, there we go.
So she takes half damage from the poison. Oh, she gets to make a con save. She really needs this con save. So, con save. She rolls an 11, so she makes it. So she takes half the a quarter of the poison damage, since she's resistant for some reason. It'll be 6 piercing and 2 poison. Get off me, you brute! You don't understand what you're doing. And Joyce sticks her stinger into her chest, and falls to the ground, presumably dead.
Oh my god, that's so much fun.
She had 8 hit points, so 7 hit points.
And
Sorry, 7.
since Joy has movement left, Joy's gonna try to fly 40 feet away from the closest guard.
Okay, so fly away.
Is there a roof above us?
Nope, this is an open air garden.
So I guess Joy's just gonna fly in this direction then, 40 feet.
Sure, feel free to go off the map. This is just the city surroundings. So if you go up here or something,
Yeah.
we would say she just flies away.
Dude, like, yeah,
So Joy's just getting
And
the hell
heckling,
out
of
of there.
course. Yeah,
Okay,
still
great.
stealing Cazri.
Vander, you hear the guard says, drop your weapons. Oh, you did drop your weapons. Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm raising my hands.
The guard, the royal guard, sees this creature attack Lady Victoria Violet. And he says, damn it, I wish they issued us crossbows. Look, I already see 2 dead people. Everybody drop your weapons this instant. I'm not going to repeat myself. And
Bone, you need to stand down. I'm just gonna say that to Bone as a reaction, I guess.
actually, he's going to wander here. This is as far as he can get. And for his action, he's going to ready an action. Any of you 2 women attack, I will take you down. And this lady looks around, sees Lady Victoria fall, smiles and says, fuck it. And is going to try and stab Bone at advantage with a short sword. Rolling a 14 Bone. Which misses. Wing and a miss. That was at advantage. And the guard is going to take his prepared action and swing with his long sword, rolling a 13, which is enough. And 6 points of slashing damage. And cuts her down. I warned you! Everybody, drop your weapons! So she's dead. She looks around. She's the only one alive, isn't she? She drops a weapon and goes prone. Bone?
Well, let's see. He's in a rage. I'm gonna give him a wisdom saving throw. So she's prone.
Mm-hmm.
Owen can't really disarm his own arms, so he's going to jump on top of her and start driving his bone claws repeatedly into her. So recklessly, even if there's
Sure.
no advantage to it.
Sure. 17 hits.
That's 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay, she says, look, I dropped my weapon! What the hell are you doing? Get off me, you brute! Doesn't take her out. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Yeah.
Take him out! And this guy rushes around. I mean, technically, Vander and Cazri can have an attack of opportunity if you like. Royal card comes and swings at Bone, falling a 19. You take 6 points of slashing damage, reduced to 3. I said, drop your weapon! Adai.
I'm still unconscious.
Oh, Adai can do nothing. Cazri.
I'll inform the guard that Bone can't drop his weapons. They are attached to his flesh.
Good points.
And I'll hopefully he'll listen, but I'll just tell Bone that we're good. That we're gonna stop now. Bone, stop smash.
Okay, make a persuasion check, and I'll let Bone interpret that persuasion check. So, make a persuasion check, Cazri. Ooh, Bone?
Yeah, that's gonna lower the DC, I could say.
Sure.
But yeah, assuming that's my action, that's all
Sure.
I'll do.
Well, Bone, you said lower the DC, so make your wisdom save, I believe, now.
Yeah, lowered it by the modifier +5, so from
Sure.
Plus 12, so 7. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know the DC.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
I tried.
Bone is not calming down. Joy heads further into the city?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Joy returns. And Joy is going to cackle as she flies over the top of the guards, not close within hitting distance, but hopefully enough to try to get the attention of the guards. That they like, well, hopefully enough for them to like pay her attention and stuff like that. Because in the meantime, Vander is going to step over to Lady Victoria's body, hopefully unseen by the guards.
Okay, cool.
So, you want me to roll a stealth check?
Sure.
Ooh, that's not too good.
Okay.
And
Everybody notices you, so well,
well, I'm going to keep moving, and I'm going to see how the guards react to me moving away.
are they
Are they
all
gonna
their?
stop me?
Oh no, all their focus is on Bone.
Okay. And if that's the case, I'm going to look at Lady Victoria's body, and I want to try to do something secret with it.
Okay. I think I know what that is. So make me.
I'm going to.
Mhm.
Let's see. Whisper rolls. Always whisper. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully this works. I'm just gonna do a test for this to see if it works.
Sure.
The whisper.
So the first roll won't count. Okay, I see that. Yep.
Cool. And I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so we'll whisper something to you. Oops, why isn't that? Okay, so what you do see is Vander, you go up and you cast some sort of spell on her, presumably to finish her off. And yeah, looks as if you're trying to hide it, but you don't hide it. A lot of the attention is obviously based on Bone for some reason. And yeah, you do what you do, so you're good.
Hey, nice.
Okay, the royal guard says, alright, take him out! Attacking an innocent woman! And they swing their longsword at advantage.
Yeah.
Like they're going to drop their shield. Let's finish him off. And he's going to swing his long-sworded, long thing two-handed. Rolls a 21 for 4 points of slashing damage, reduced to 2. She's dead. She won't get a go. She will get up, take the disengage action, and run away 15 feet. Somebody help me! That's a turn. Lady Victoria can continue to be dead. Bone.
Gonna rush after her.
The two guards will take their attacks of opportunity. Swinging twice. A 14 at advantage will miss. And a 24 will hit. So you take 10 slashing damage, reduced to 5 because of your rage.
Yeah. and he's going to just run into you with both his bone claws, hopefully. Let's see, recklessly.
Sure. That hits.
That's 8 slashing.
8 slashing is enough. I guess we'll ask Bone.
How do you want to do this?
Well, I don't want to get too graphic here, but it's a total bloodbath. It's, dismembering. It's an awful sight.
So you're like constantly attacking you with her bones until she's pulp.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, basically. It's just breathing loudly, covered in blood.
Get him! Take him down! The royal guard comes after you. Swings his long-handed two-handed longsword at advantage. What was he? 21. You take 8 points of slashing damage, reduced to 4 because of your age. Adai, the Caramosa, still down. Cazri.
I will hope that from all members of my family and guards, nobody cares about me.
There's a madman killing people. So,
Okay. So, all good.
I mean, nobles are not going to rush to help you. I mean, this is what they pay the good money for, these guards. And these guards are tough. Okay, Cazri, what do you do?
Once again, tell Bone to stop smashing. There are no more bad guys.
Okay, persuasion check. Bone, once again. Your wisdom saving throw.
Another
What an
plus
18 does
4.
for that.
So, if I roll less than a 3, I gotta roll more than 3.
This would be funny,
Easy.
but dear lord.
Easy.
Oh, not 20.
Oh,
There we go.
Natural 20! Natural 20!
I was prepared
this-
for that to be a natural one.
Same.
When you set it up like that, right, it's begging for a natural one. Okay, so Bone, how does Bone react?
Well, Bone is kind of... you see him kind of falter a bit as he seems to be out of his rage, which fits nicely since this is the 10th round. So he's going to just sort of collapse a bit. He seems to be in pain and sees the stuff happening in front of the result of what's happened in front of him, and he's going to just groan loudly, incoherently, seemingly in much mental pain, as he's just and he's just in a total. He's in a state. You can
All
say.
right.
He doesn't
Okay.
seem to. Yeah.
So the rage has left his body. He's a lot calmer. Let's going to play this out for a little bit. We're about to drop out of initiative order. What does Joy do?
Well, Joy is going to. Fuck it. Joy's just gonna turn invisible after cackling into the.
Sure.
Flying around and then cackling a little bit, and then she's just gonna turn invisible again.
Cool.
Hanging out in
Vander?
the tree, I guess. After he's done, he's going to return. He's going to go over to Bone, and he's going to grab his arm, and he's going to say, "Are you okay, Bone? Do you need to sit down a little bit, perhaps? I think you should listen to Cazri. I think it's time to calm down." After you obviously have calmed down. No thanks to Vander.
You see the bone claws are slowly retreating back into his body, it seems. It's not a fast retreat, but it's over. You see the bone, going back into his body, and it's just...
Good boy, Bone. And Banner's gonna try to encourage Bone to sit down as he's gently pulling on Bone's arm
Sure.
for him to sit down alongside with Vander.
Okay. So So I assume none of you are going to attack the royal guards. Am I right in that assumption?
Yeah.
You are right.
Okay, with that, the situation's come down, and all throughout this, the bard that they hired has continued to play some peaceful harp music. And they're all going, alright, what the hell is going on here? I see 4 dead bodies, 5 dead bodies. Pointing at Adai, he doesn't know he's not dead. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, it's very simple. Lady Victoria Violet tried to poison Lady Penn out of pure jealousy for her engagement to Lord Brasdeer.
Well, I heard those accusations. She drank the wine herself. What are you talking about?
Search her body.
All right. He goes over, searches Lady Victoria's body, and he brings out a potion bottle, but the potion bottle is empty. Wow, this could have been anything. It could be healing. And feel free to have a closer look, see if you can work out what it is.
Sure. And I'll inspect it.
Sure, make an investigation check. 15. Yeah, you're pretty certain this used to be a potion of poison resistance.
I'll share that. So yeah, this would be a potion of poison resistance. So even if she drank it, she would not be impacted as Lady Penn would.
Interesting.
Not to mention, she attacked us. We didn't attack her.
Well,
That's
just-
actually very true.
oh, let me just ask all the people who have possibly witnessed. Oh, wait, they're all dead.
Well, we aren't, though. You could
I
always ask
really
us.
wish you would change your tone when talking to me this way.
Look, as you know, you and your type pays us a fair chunk of change to keep this area safe.
And you didn't, so thanks for that.
Make an intimidation check as a Gorso. You can do it at advantage if you like, Cazri. Because you're throwing your nobility around. And you are... the Gorsos are higher up than... I would say... yeah. If not, at least at the level of Karamos, maybe even above in the nobility picking order. Alright. I mean, if what you say is true, drunk a potion of poison, tried to poison Penelope. Alright, I think we're on clean-up jobs. We apologise for the inconvenience, and we apologise we weren't here sooner.
And that is all right. Just make sure this is cleaned up promptly.
And him and the guard go about cleaning up and making as less of a scene as possible, but this is quite the scene at this engagement. I'll say, Adai, after a few minutes, you regain consciousness, so you are awake. With one hit
Can
point.
Adai wake up as Vander is poking his face?
Sure.
Nice. Oh. Wake up, sleepyheads. You just missed the entire party.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Did I get stabbed by a clown?
Yes.
The hell?
I think you were just having a nightmare, Adai. I can't see any clowns. Obviously,
I point towards this woman. This dead body, I guess, is still there.
Yeah.
oh, Vander's just gonna shake his head. Oh, Adai, I think you have a mild concussion. I think you need to lay down a little bit more. There's no clowns here.
I use second wind to
Sure.
heal a bit.
Well, I don't know about you, Adai, but I feel like you have fulfilled your duty of being at this ball.
And be stabbed by everyone? That's my duty. I'd rather not have that duty.
Agreed.
It fits you perfectly, though, Adai.
Oh, thanks. Did you... Right, and now I see the bodies. What happened with... Did you kill them all?
I didn't do anything. But a bone, he fulfilled his duty as a bodyguard, I assume. Didn't you, Bone? I think you were a good guard. Bone slash and he crush and he pulled his. Yeah, he did. He boned.
And I would say now that the group does know my actual last name, that Adai being noble would know a little bit about them. But I'll just put that in there. So now that you guys do know that, and she did just go off using a lot of magic. So.
Unpredictable and often murderous natures. I mean, don't you just love Bender then?
Well, no, she's trying to leave her family because they suck. So.
Oh yeah, then you hate Bender.
Did you guys check their bodies to see whether there is anything else beyond the interest of Lady Victoria and my brother?
I'm sorry, this is effectively a crime scene. I must insist that you don't search the bodies.
Yes, we will
Evidence.
leave this investigation
Okay,
to the
but
Royal Guard.
Can you call, please, the Red Cloak, Nothel Wester? He's well regarded by anyone in the city, and I think he should check these bodies.
We will send out word for a Red Cloak to come. Not sure it'll be Nathal Wester. I mean, there's 12 of them spread out across the entire city, and quite frankly, this type of thing doesn't happen in this area. So it might take time for them to arrive, but rest assured, a Red Cloak will be here.
I have this ability from my background.
Wow, very wordy.
Yeah, so, yes. So I will try to basically get my way into checking the bodies. So considering that there has been poison at, in one of the cups, and maybe other reason to believe that there's foul play and the Red Cloaks are not to be seen, don't you think it would be wise that I, quickly check as a member of the Karamos family that everything is fine, that there's no other weapon or bottle of poison or any other thing that could be dangerous for my family?
Okay. Alright, have a search, but why don't we search them together? That's the best I can do.
Sure. You should see what I find. That's definitely true. Yes.
Okay, so you search all the dead bodies, including Lady Victoria Violet.
Yes. And I'm gonna use, just to be on the safe side, the dead magic.
Okay. No magical auras
right
on any of them. I mean, apart from that, they all have a long sword, a short sword, and a hand crossbow. And there's a vial of poison on them as well, which I assume you use to coat their swords. But apart from that, you don't find anything. Nothing that says no note that reveals the entire motives. Nothing like that.
Okay. Good. Then I come back with the party, with the group, and head towards my family to see what's going on there, to explain what happened.
Cool. Feel free to do this at any point, but congratulations! You are no longer level 3, you're level 4. So why don't we take a quick moment to level up, and then we'll get to the conversation between Adai and his family. Let Doug know.
when I next level, I totally take in the left feet.
Oh, is this the feet choosing level? Level 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I am multitasking. I'm multi-classing, so I'm not.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gonna do that.
Let's see, level 4.
Did Cazri multiclass?
No.
Okay, so you get a feat as well. Or a ability score. So does Bone or Cazri, or Adai for that matter, choose a feat? And if so, which one?
Not yet for me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Just
Yeah.
checking the crown of the Oathbreaker feats. Taking that or skill expert, just to be the strong guy in the party. And go with skill expert and athletics.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with skill expert as well.
Ah,
Not the same
interesting.
though.
So it wouldn't really make sense to choose that. I like feats to like make sense. So even though I'd like to use like gift of the gem dragon, when did Cazri meet her dragon?
Sure. Oh, feel
16
free.
strengths.
Feel free not to decide now if you want some time, Cazri. And don't forget that the feats specific to Crown of the Oathbreaker, they're available as well.
Yeah.
Do you still have access to like the Gazetter, or do you want me to link that again?
No, I've got it.
You've got it. Okay, cool. So Cazri, Bone, and who's multi-classing? Sorry, Adai or Vander?
I'm multitasking, yes.
Okay. So who?
I'm
What?
fighter wizard.
Okay, so yeah, sorry, fighter wizard. So what's
I'm
Vander
doing wizard
doing?
3 now.
Oh,
Would you like some
maybe
time
I'm
as well?
Multi-class as well, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Paladin.
Nah. Nah. I'm considering multi-classing into bards.
Not cleric.
I mean, that would be helpful if you get the healing spell. I think we need, or either we buy a lot of potions, or we need to get some healing somewhere.
You think Evander is the kind of guy to bring healing?
Yeah, I know. I was saying it, and then I regret it.
Oh, well, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna multi-class in the bard, be done with it. I've thought about it. I think it's going to be fun.
Oh,
Okay,
buddy.
I rolled 2 ones, so that's 1.
This one. Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
Oh, good. I can manage.
Okay, so as I said, Cazri or anybody else, you want time choosing your feat, then just have it ready for next session. And so my wife's going to Mexico tomorrow, but Wednesday should be fine because it's school time, so I don't need to watch the children. So we're good. So just next week is good to go. Okay, so Adai, you're going to go talk to your family, I believe.
Yes.
before you even get there, Mark says, Adai! What the fuck happened? This is your brother's engagement. You look like shit. You're covered in blood. Maybe it's best if you're not here.
Yeah.
Marcus, don't be so harsh on him. Look, this shush, woman. This happens again and again and again. If he knew his place, if he knew that having a silver spoon in his mouth is a blessing, how his life could be easy. But this happens all the time. Comes back bruised and battered, thinking he's some commoner guard. What the hell am I?
I will walk towards my brother and tell him in the...
Don't you turn your back to me! I'm talking to you, boy!
Do I have time to whisper to my brother or not yet? It was fast.
Just have the common courtesy to look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry. And I walk towards again my brother and I whisper to his ear. They tried to kill you. Victoria was behind the plan.
Make an athletics check. Looking to beat an 8. Warhorse? What the hell am I a warhorse? Just roll again. Let's no longer be a warhorse. There we go. Okay, so
58.
The warhorse, who is Marcus Caramosa, turns to grab your shoulder to look at you, but you shrug it off. And Barstier says, Father, I think he's right. She did literally try to kill me. You know, she was never the same after I refused her engagement. I mean, she was just too desperate to be like us. It wasn't never going to work. Just leave him alone. He's going to try and persuade. I'm going to give him advantage since Adai is presumably doing the same. And no, he says, no! Adai, you've got to get this out of your head. You're not some common guard. You're a Caramosa, for God's sake. Act like it.
I'm going to look at him and shake my head and I don't know where is the blood of my grandfather, but definitely didn't run through you.
Oh, get his ass.
You take that back, Adai!
And I'm gonna walk away.
Well, there are daddy issues involved here. So he's going to try and punch you.
He's gonna try to punch me.
This is just going to be... It says rapier, but this is just going to be a punch.
Yes.
9. Swings wildly at you and he misses. Come back here, boy!
I'm not gonna retaliate. I walk towards my mother and I will kiss her on the cheek and walk away.
I'm so sorry, Adai. I'm so sorry he's like this. Adai, come back.
Had enough. And I'm gonna walk away.
Out of the garden and off somewhere else.
Yes. I will walk around.
No one stops you. Marcus is a damn fool. He goes sulks in a corner somewhere. What are the rest of you doing?
Nice. Okay. Disguise self. Well, I'm just gonna grab Bone's hands and lead him on to follow both Cazri and Adai. And I'm gonna praise him as well for being so good in the fight.
Thank you, Master.
Okay. So straight back onto the streets of Oathbreaker. Just walking away from your brother's engagement party. Obviously some some issues there. you find yourself back on the streets of Odenmere.
I guess when the guys walk outside, they will find me sitting down, throwing stones to the river or to a lake, whatever is closer.
It's a river.
To the river, yes. Well, I hope you had fun.
It wasn't too bad, I think. I enjoyed myself at least.
No, that was not fun. You're a fucking freak.
Wow. Well, I guess you're... It's not wrong. But regardless, it was... For me, it was very fun. I enjoyed myself at least.
Oh, I'm getting an echo from somewhere.
Does anyone want to have a beer?
Several. No.
It's night already, no? Everything should be closed except the taverns, I would imagine, no? Or...
Oh, yeah, it's quite late at night now, like 11 p.m., something like that.
But regardless, it was...
So we head towards the inn and maybe have something before sleeping.
I'm getting an echo from somewhere.
Your stream is coming
Yeah,
through
we
the
can do
mic.
that.
Oh, I know what that is. Sorry. Yep, I fixed that. Okay, so you head back, I assume, to the Lucky Leap Tavern.
Yep.
We started this evening. Oops. Take me there as well. And yeah, back inside the inn, things are kind of quiet. Whoops. Quiet here at the moment. What do? You see Halla is still taking good care of Otti off in the corner there. Otti seems perfectly content.
I'm going to order 2 rounds of beer. So 2 per person.
Okay, well, Halla
whatever I
is...
know they drink.
Yep, Madrika.
Yeah, whatever I know they drink. If they drink something else.
Okay, and just a sec. Now I've been grossly overcharging you for drinks, so to get a mug of ale costs you 4 copper pieces.
Okay. And then we are 5, 20. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna empty the first one in one go.
Sure.
And then enjoy the second one.
Okay.
Well, that was my family, guys.
Friend, okay?
I'm not okay, one. No. I've been hard outside and inside.
Hurt too.
You're really nice asking, Bonnie. Are you doing fine? Are you wounds healing?
Goes down at his forearms. Nods slowly with his entire upper body.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm good on noble balls for a while. At least we didn't have to deal with Princeton.
Well, that's the good news, at least, yeah.
Well, if we do get invited once again, I wouldn't say no. I
course you
think it would
wouldn't.
be disrespectful, actually.
Oh, and you wouldn't want to be disrespectful.
Oh, I hate being disrespectful. At least appearing disrespectful.
Ricio Tane approaches the table, grabs a seat, says, Cazri, Duchess, everything went well, I assume? Your relative didn't put in an appearance, I assume?
He didn't. There were plenty of other matters to deal with, but at least he did not make an appearance, so I appreciate that.
Well, like to call in that favor, if I may.
Yes, what do you need?
Well, it's not so much me specifically, but I have this quite. Let me see where I have. There's an old dwarven guy. He's right up in here. His name's Lord Signmonder. And let's just say me and him are in close friendship. And he has got some a horse that he needs retrieving from his stables. If you'd be so kind, he'll probably meet you here come morning. And if you could do that for me, we'll call it even, shall we?
Retrieving a horse from a stable, and you need help from
Oh,
a
no.
noble to do that?
Let me be clear. It's not in Odenbeer. It's out there in Aglarion. It might maybe take you half a day to get there, half a day to get back. And yes, this is exactly what I'm asking you. This is the favor I am asking you, to do what Lord Signmonder is going to ask you to do. Does that make sense, Duchess?
Sure thing.
All right. I'm assuming he'll give you instructions tomorrow. Let me just check my notes, says Malcolm, just making sure of something. Yeah, so come first thing in the morning. I assume you'll be able to get that done. You see, he wants his horse. It's a, shall we say, a mighty strong stallion, and he wants it back before the games start. But he can give you more details of this tomorrow.
Sounds good. We could all do with some rest.
All right. Well, tell you what. Let's. I know you didn't like being asked to do that, Cazri. So tell you what. Drinks on me. Feel free to stay at the tavern overnight as well. Drinks are on me for the night.
Cheers to that.
Nods. All right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, guys, one thing. Tomorrow morning, since we may need to travel, I was thinking, being on the floor for a few minutes gives you some perspective. So, shall we try to get some potions of healing tomorrow morning? That could be useful in the long run.
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea, actually.
We could go to this place you were yesterday. They may have some stuff there that we can buy.
I don't assume we have anything to sell, do we? No, I don't think we do.
But we have gold.
We have gold, but yeah. I do like to make money, not just spend money,
I would imagine that you want to be alive to have that money, no? So I think a healing potion will be a good investment.
What's the point of being alive if you don't have any money, though?
I don't think a healing potion will cost you all the money, but it's up to you. I definitely want to buy one, and maybe Bone and Cazri want to buy another one, so that we have in case we need them.
Sure.
I think I'm probably gonna buy one for myself, perhaps one for Bone. Maybe if the opportunity is right, maybe I'll be able to make good use of them.
As you're saying that, you didn't notice this before, but an individual walks in and approaches your table. And much to say that Ricio tamed there, he just sits himself at the table. Oh, I see how it is, Vander. You got money to throw around now, do ya?
Who's Vander? I'm a high elf.
Look, arsehole, you borrowed 1,000 gold pieces from me. I'm gonna need that back. You got like 5 more days. Now, since you're throwing around money, why don't you give me all your money you got now as a bit of a down payment?
What's his name again? Golfa? Does he see right through my
Oh, ooh, good point.
disguise self?
Let's give him a perception check. Was it 21? Okay. 2016? No, he doesn't. So forget all about that. But what does happen is he comes over to a second person. This person over here. And he does the same type of thing. Look, arsehole, I'm going to need my money back. The guy says, look, I don't have the money. Look, I was hoping to sell this feather. And once I sell this feather, it'll bring hundreds of gold pieces. You just need to give me more time, Golfer. Just some more time. And Golfer says, look, arsehole, I don't care about stupid feathers. I just care about my gold pieces. And here's a little handout. You see Golfer setting fire to the feather on this thing, and it just disappears into smoke. And he says, right, you, get me the gold. I don't want any stinking feathers, right? Now get them to me, or there's going to be more burnt than your stupid feather. And he stomps out. And this man, whoever he is, starts weeping.
Andrew, did you ask for money to this guy?
Is Adai asking me?
Yeah.
I didn't borrow any money from no one. Why are you asking?
Okay, okay. Okay, in that case, a little bit of an asshole, but...
Yeah, he seems like the worst, actually.
I will approach this other guy and invite him for a beer. I think you're also having a rough day, don't you?
Oh, mate, whatever you do, friend, don't get on the wrong side of Golfer. I mean, shit, I could have sold my feather. It's worth a lot of money, but fuck, that arrogant SOB did it. But I'll take. I mean, shit. Look, I've been got myself into a little bit of, shall we say, gambling debt at the 999 gambling halls, and I took a loan from this guy. Dice didn't roll my favour, and now I'm hopelessly in debt. I really burnt the feather. Can you make me a nature check to see if anybody actually can make me a nature check to see if they recognise this feather? Because Golfer was causing quite a scene, and you all saw it.
14.
3 for Vander. You're still rolling privately. You got no idea.
Sorry.
It looked like a very extravagant feather. It looked like nice. Why did he burn it? I mean, that could have got me 200 gold pieces. I could have paid off my debt with it.
Can you get another one?
Well...
But did you get that one?
Listen, are you familiar with Lord Sign Monder?
I'm not familiar.
That's the guy who Rico Tane asked you to meet tomorrow. The dwarven guy who is apparently getting you to fetch his horses. And yes, you would be.
Yeah. So we never met him, but we could meet him tomorrow. Look, we had an arrangement with Lord Signmonder, and
he was happy to buy the feather off me. Not for just 200 gold pieces, but 535 gold pieces. But I have a problem. But, you look like decent folks. I know my request might sound crazy, but I have no other choice. Listen, my grandmother has one of these feathers. But let's just say I owe her a little bit of money too. And if I could pay off that debt, she would surely give me the feather. But I am literally broke. I tell you what, if you help me, go to my grandmother's house. I know this sounds crazy, but pay off her debt. Then when I sell the feather, I can give you twice your money back.
That sounds like a Bandur's type of deal.
Yeah. Can I see, like, if he actually believes what he's saying? No, I can't.
Yeah.
Sure can't.
You see Golfer came in, and Golfer, and, well, at least Adai, Vander knows Golfer, and he made quite a scene. And then left, and yeah, we have a deal. Like, I'm not going to insist you that you do
How
it.
much do you own to your mother?
This is my grandmother, but 200 gold pieces.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Do you have that
So-
kind of coin?
I don't have that money.
How much
If
do you
I
have?
were to give you 200 gold pieces,
Yeah.
I mean, you already borrowed. How much money did you borrow from this bugbear that just came in?
200, so it's going to be 400 altogether. That's what I owe. Well, to those two people, I owe 400 gold pieces.
And why exactly would you, even if I were to give you the money, consider paying it back to me?
Well,
Well, you can do the math. It will be 130.
Yeah, but the thing is, Adai, if I were to give him this money, there's no telling if he's actually going to pay it back or if he will.
Yeah, sure.
look, I'll tell you what. Look, I know it's a lot of money. Tell you what, if you pay my grandmother off the 200 gold pieces, that's fine. You can keep the feather. This is my act of trust, my act of friendship. And you give it to Lord Monder. And if you promise to return the 200 gold pieces to me to cover the debt with Goldfer, then we'll call it easy. Like, easy money for you guys.
That's up to Vander.
Let me try the inside, even though
Sure.
I'm not very good at the inside. But
Yeah,
That's
you,
better
too
than
bad.
me.
seems just like a desperate person.
I mean, Vander is gonna sit down at the table. He's going to fetch out a little piece of paper, and he's going to start to write down some details about giving out money. He's gonna write some pointers about what's going to happen if he doesn't repay or hold this end of the deal, and he's going to be effectively, if he's not able to repay or give the money back to Vander, Vander effectively owns his soul.
Ah, come on, mate. I mean, you can say, hold me in contempt, have the red cloak sorted up, but I'm not selling away my soul. Are you crazy?
Well, isn't it easy money, though? I thought you weren't afraid to keep this bargain. Seems like an easy deal.
Don't take this the wrong way, but are you some sort of weirdo? Asking for my soul? That's fucked up,
Well,
man.
I've been asked that before, but I guess it's up to whoever asks.
I think at this point it's more like an statement.
And I'm happy to sign something to say, write down my legal name, sign it, and say, if, well, at this point, like, what have I got? I'm making nothing from this deal. Well, in a sense, you're going to pay my grandmother. She's going to have my debt settled, but I'm going to get no actual coin out of this until you sell that feather to Lord Signmunder.
Right. So, in the end, you're going to... Well, it's going to benefit you quite a lot, isn't it?
Well, yeah, once you
I
have the
mean-
feather, you can sell it, pay me the 200 gold pieces, and you're up 150 odd gold pieces.
Vander's gonna just shake his head. Well, 200 gold pieces. I don't know about you, but that's quite a big amount of money. And I'm not made of money myself, so you can either accept this deal, and Vander's just gonna stand up, go back to his table, and he's gonna say, or you may not. The choice is ultimately yours.
I said to Cazri,
Yep.
while these two are discussing, hey, do you want to make this deal between us? I don't have the money, but maybe together we can just...
Yo, I have 43 gold.
Oh, then won't work. Okay, never mind.
I ran away from home and I didn't take any of my family's money.
I think you have 100 more that we shared the other day, yeah?
Oh, I don't know if you guys made money.
Yeah, we can't
Oh.
do it, but it doesn't matter. We can do it.
You got to...
Yeah.
Actually, everybody who worked at the feast got 100 gold pieces pay.
Yes.
Cazri, you turned into more of a guest, so you didn't get paid.
Okay.
But and Cracion would get in on this deal. He has 100 gold pieces, at least.
Owen has one.
As does Bone, yeah.
And is it
Lucky coin.
Bon, do you want to get a feather? And some gold? But the feather is the interesting one.
Stares at the gold coin. Puts it away. Seems to cherish it a bit somehow.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to put in 5 gold pieces for Bone. So he may
5?
keep his... Yeah, he only has 1, so I guess that's 5 times the amount that he has.
I think
I'm
he
not-
was paid. Wasn't he paid for his guard work?
Oh.
So Vander takes his money.
Yeah, no, he has the money. This is why I asked him, Bandor. Didn't he?
Oh, gotcha.
I think he was paid the other day for his guarding work.
I think he was.